Hey, I'm Tom Ross.
And I'm Todd Anderson.
You're watching the Versus Series on StarCityGames.com. Hey everybody, here for another Versus video. This time we're playing Legacy. I'm playing Infect from Clay's Picklemeyer's deck from Grand Prix. What was it? It was Columbus?
Yeah, I think it was Columbus.
Columbus, and Todd's playing Joe Set's Miracle deck. There wasn't any coverage of that event, so we're trying to bring the finals here for you, for your viewing pleasure. But yeah, usually we do matchups that are new and fresh or whatever, two new decks, but this time we're going to bring two top tier decks from that tournament and Legacy as a whole. This matchup may not be close, but it will show you the fundamentals of the matchup.
Yeah, I've actually played a lot against Miracles from the Infect side, and a lot of that has actually been against Joe on Magic Online, because there was probably a 6-month period where I played a ton of Magic Online, or Legacy on Magic Online. I played a ton of Magic Online. And me and Joe would be in the same events a lot, and every now and then we'd play probably like once every 2 events, and he'd be streaming and I would snipe his stream. Just kidding. Not really. Just yeah, okay. But but he would beat me a large percentage of the time. But every single game we had was super close, because both the decks have like a lot of staying power as well as just a lot of fight to them. And I didn't really lose to a lot of other Miracle players, so I always thought that maybe Joe had it right.
Yeah, I played Joe a couple times too, a couple times on Magic Online. He beat me in the finals of a highly competitive IQ. I beat him for top 8 of an Open in Philadelphia, and I think we played one other time. I don't really recall, but there was a rivalry there. So Infect was very good against Miracles when it was first designed. I won like my first 14 matches against Miracles, but those were against different players, and they didn't really know what was going on at the time. But since then, Miracles has adapted a lot more to Infect, and Infect has like tried to beat them.
Yeah, I mean, there's something to be said about how powerful Counterbalance is in the matchup, and if the Miracles player is very aware of how good it is and does a lot of things in their power to make sure they survive until they can get a Counterbalance lock going, I think it's kind of tough for the Infect player. But since you have so many explosive draws, and if you're on the play even, it might just not matter.
Yeah, hopefully when he lands Counterbalance, I can lead with an Invigorate, and he doesn't really have top going. Hopefully it's early turns of the game. He has to blind flip on the 3, and there's not many 3s in his deck, and I can see if the coast is clear for my 1 mana cost spells and whatnot.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and get to the match and see who takes it down. We're going to probably go through the turns a little more slowly than normal, trying to explain things out, but mostly because there's not going to be that many of them.
Right. All right, see you for the games. All right, we're here for game 1. I won the die roll. My hand's a little land heavy, but I have this brainstorm, which kind of fixes everything in Legacy.
My side, we have a very good start, and we have 2 lands, which is nice. We're probably going to be fetching dual lands. I know a lot of people in Legacy start off by fetching islands and plains and stuff when they're playing Miracles, but with this hand specifically, we want to make sure we have all our colors, and if we just so happen to get hit by the 1 wasteland, we have a chance to draw out of it. So
yeah, there's some cards in my deck, usually the Stifle or the Wasteland, that kind of freak people out a lot.
All right, I'm going to scry real quick. I guess you can't really go too wrong with the Brainstorm, I guess. I might actually just want to naturally draw a land. Right now, we wouldn't want to shuffle any of the cards in our hand away. I think I'm actually going to bottom that. I don't know if I've ever bottomed a Brainstorm before.
Yeah, I recommend not playing against the 1 Wasteland in this deck. Usually your mana gets too awkward in the middle stages of the game, trying to cast Counterbalance and Sword of Plowshares and whatnot.
Right, we'll fetch and try to play a top.
Okay.
Go.
Man, these weird looking cards.
Yeah. I guess that's Eternal Masters.
Hope I draw a Berserk. This was all.
Yeah, results.
What? Did not. This is not the worst ever. Kind of flooded on these, but I think both of them are gonna be fine. Oh, excuse me. Would love to play an Ink Moth, but really need to get these top 2 cards off my library.
Got a poison. My go?
I guess I'll fish now. You can't do anything about it.
Alright, 19 all.
Ooh.
1 poison me.
Yep.
So, wish I had that brainstorm now. But, we have a couple options here. We could just jam this counterbalance and hope, I guess. There's a pretty high likelihood that it gets like spell pierce and then we just die. But we can't really stop that from happening no matter what.
Yeah, you can never play around everything in Legacy Infect. You just gotta pick high percentage spots, I guess.
Alright, we're gonna just try it.
If
we were on the play, yeah. If we were on the play, we would have been much happier doing that because setting him back a land would have been worth it.
So now I want.
I could actually pop the top here, looking for a Force of Will.
That's pretty loose. I still have blue mana open.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Here you go.
Not the one I wanted. I guess it's just 1 damage.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yep, go.
Alright, so on my upkeep, I can spin top. I kind of want to hit some lands. Wouldn't mind hitting a Terminus, so I guess I'll just go ahead and do that. I don't really want to run into Days again, but I think I just need to try to find a land.
In general, I'll say they're probably going to see me pop off just 8 life and 2 extra cards here.
Yeah, that's fairly common with that, so we're just going to start with this.
It's probably okay. I think it's probably okay. Not definitely okay, but probably. I should probably just be dazing anything I can daze. So I'll daze it.
Okay. Here you go.
I was taking them all in the dark, whatever.
You're at 11?
Basically just a saturation of cards is what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I mean, every time you use the full on Sylvan Library, it makes brainstorms that you get in the future a lot better as well.
So I can smack them for 2, then it gets really close to just the Invigorate finishing them off. I might just fire off this Brainstorm into turn. No, it's just 01. Yep, go.
Alright, so we know 2 of the top 3, and we kind of want to just naturally draw this card so we can cast it. But we'll go for a Ponder.
Don't think I care too much. Okay.
Alright, top 3.
I'm at 11 right now. Man. So I would go up to 9 cards.
Down to 3 life. Pull you.
Yeah, sure, whatever. It's quite possible I should have only taken two cards there, but I'll figure Terminus. This is
Okay.
attacking you. No effects and nothing.
Alright, I'll take 2.
Alright, 5. Good. I want to be at 5, so my income off plus Invigorate can get them. Yep, go.
You're at 7 cards now?
Yep.
Yeah, Sylvan Library is a real kick in the teeth in this matchup. Him having 7 cards in hand still is really bad for us.
The whole 16 life for 4 cards strategy.
Yeah. Alright, we're going to fetch and... don't really need to get a Volcanic Island. I kind of just want more white sources, so we'll get a Plains. I could get an island, I guess. Maybe that's a little bit better. Alright, whatever. I'm at 17.
Yeah, sure.
Spin top, end of turn. Try to find a Terminus. Alright, untap. Cast Terminus.
I will cast Spell Pierce.
This is really awkward. I feel like if I pay the 2, I'm just gonna die. So I'll just let it get countered.
Ew. All right.
Go.
Well, I don't even know what I really need. Those are not them. Yep. I guess you're not blocking, huh?
Oh.
Should I play land? 20.
All right. I go up to 20. All right. I'll try to plow him.
Got this spell pierce. Got this daze.
All right, dead. Not gonna beat that.
But my force.
Yeah. That's kind of how it goes sometimes when they have a Sylvan library super early. We could have tried to fire off the Swords of Plowshares really early on, and that would have bought us some time, but probably wouldn't have resolved even on turn 1, since he let the top resolve, but then the counterbalance the next turn with the daze. So would have been the same story, I think.
I think if I actually let Terminus resolve, then I would have had an extra spell against you. I had 4 land, so I had 2 open land with Inkmoth attacking you. So I could have went Spell Pierce, Barrel Pierce, Daze, Force, Brainstorm.
All right, I'm on the play here for game 2, and learned my lesson about putting Brainstorm on the bottom. That didn't take long. This hand is pretty good. Nothing really else to say. We're definitely digging for some removal spells, but other than that, our hand is pretty good.
Mine's a very good modern hand. Doesn't have really any of the legacy elements.
Right.
Definitely keep.
Start off with top.
Yep. Can't stop it. I like to hold my probes as long as I can, but I do want to know what to lead on turn 1. Oh, yeah. Entreat.
Yep.
This might be kind of sucky. Try to fire off the Brainstorm if I can, I guess. Go.
Now we can wait a turn to cast the counterbalance to try to hit some more land drops to play around the daze, but if he's dazing, that means he's set back a land, and we already have a top in play, so I think we just want to go for it. There's a small chance it does resolve, but
How bad am I getting? Is Terminus for me right now? Didn't have his hand. He has Brainstorm in his hand, but doesn't have Terminus. It's kind of low percentage-ish. I could get 2 for 1. I don't know if I care too much. Do I care about saving my fetch for my Brainstorm? I don't think so. I just go for stuff, I think, right quick. It's kind of one of those high percentage plays where if I get out of here alive, then it's good. If I don't, then my hand can still make up for it. I still have Inkmoth and some spells. So I guess I would be casting that first, in case he might draw Force of Will or something. I guess I'd probably just cast the least important one, but whatever.
all right, so we can upkeep, use the Sensei's top, digging for land and or Terminus. I think we'd rather take a natural draw and then ponder.
Yeah.
Although that makes it so a Spell Pierce or potentially a Daze would be kind of bad. But using top also makes Daze a lot better. Basically, if I don't top now, it's harder for me to Terminus because next turn he gets untapped with 3 mana as opposed to right now where he has no mana.
I have no mana.
All right, we'll just take a natural draw. Brick. All right, we'll go for a Brainstorm.
Resolves.
We do have some lands, but we don't have to fetch land, so we actually probably need to cast this Ponder and shuffle. All right, yeah, I'll just shuffle these away.
I was watching this ponder real close to know if his third card down was something like a terminus.
I would have shuffled him real fast.
I was watching. I played the cup game, 3-card money. I'm from New Orleans. I've seen this stuff.
Draw off a ponder. Yeah, our hand is still really bad. Go.
I don't know anything really. I know nothing except this Entreat the Angels that may or may not be there.
It's not there anymore, I guarantee.
I guess I could just see if this card resolves. I could just be in a world of hurt. Ink Moth not do anything. Kicked.
All right, well, I'm going to top here. We can draw a Terminus or a Force Will or Swords to Plowshare. So we have a few cards to hit, and him leading with Vines means that the next one is going to be probably Invigorate or Berserk. And if that's the case and I draw Swords to Plowshares, I'll just lose because I'm letting that resolve. So, all right, Vines resolves. You win.
But this horse. Oh, still had all these. These.
All right, so I think Miracles is the deck that improves the most after sideboard in the matchup, specifically because this version, Joe Lossett, I don't know. Joe's version has a ton of 4-drop cards with Jason Mind Sculptor, Vincer. Entreat is not technically a 4, but usually when you're miracling it, you're doing it for at least 2. But yeah, so our deck is pretty heavy, and we want to basically cut the cost in our deck a significant amount, and we're doing that with a whole bunch of 1 and kind of 2 mana cards to basically lower our curve to make sure that we're less vulnerable to things like Spell Pierce, Daze, and we can just cast more spells throughout the game. You saw in the previous game, I died with a Jace and a Vincer in hand. So we don't want that to happen. We want to replace those cards with more copies of Swords to Plowshares, some more interaction with Flusterstorm, some ways to counter Brainstorm and kill Blighted Agent with Red Elemental Blast. And since we're trimming so many of our expensive cards, we're also going to be cutting a Caracas. Now, this is going to leave us basically only able to win the game with Vendilion Click, which is a little risky. But I think if we're able to establish like the counterbalance lock or whatever, then we should be fine.
Sounds like it's going to be a 2-minute game or a 20-minute game. Okay, so after sideboard, you see him bringing in a bunch of cheaper spells and a bunch of 1-for-1s. Crop Rotation gets weak. It's counterable, plus it's just leaving me a card down. Even though he kind of stretches his mana base a little bit more, I do want to take out a land. I think the land I want to take out is Wasteland. This happens because I'm bringing in Force of Will and trying to have a saturation of blue cards to try to fight like a turn 2 counterbalance or just push through my combo. Like I said, he has more 1-for-1 stuff, so trying to assemble Invigorate Berserk is going to be a little tougher, and I could be stuck with dead Berserks. I think that's his goal, is to stick me with just pump spells in hand and kill all my creatures. Daze gets a little bit worse on the draw, but I'm keeping a few just to keep him honest. Clay had a ton of Flusterstorms, which are good, I guess. Probably one more than I would play, but he has 3 in his board, so I'm going to try all 3. Then you have Extra Force, Corrosion Grip will hit top, and Counterbalance, but it's kind of a hedge in case he brings in something strange like a Blood Moon or a Moat that I need to get through, something like that.
All right, game 3, I'm on the play here. Going to keep this 7. We have a decent number of lands, which I like, and a little bit of protection, and some good cards, so
yeah,
see how this goes.
My hand's great. I kind of just need a blue card of any kind.
All right, go. Could make the argument that in this matchup you want to sideboard in Back to Basics. Wouldn't hate it, but don't love it.
Cool, go.
All right, we're actually going to fetch a Tundra here, I think, as opposed to playing the Volcanic Island, just in case we end up drawing Terminus next turn.
I might waste you. Oh, well, shoot.
If he dazes us, it's pretty unlikely that we lose, or he just kills us next turn. If it sticks, then great.
This is strange.
What?
I cast Force Will on it, pitching Daze. I'm at 19 life.
That means he needs the other land to kill me. Alright. I think. Or maybe it means he has Sylvan Library?
Could mean anything.
I don't know. I have no idea what that means. So there's a chance that Counterbalance actually ends up doing nothing this game, so I think I'm okay. Yeah. Alright. That's fine.
I should use it. Well, I got a blue card anyway. Alright. 1 damage. Yep.
Yeah, I think his Sylvan is way more valuable than my Counterbalance, if I had to. Maybe not way more, but I think it definitely is more valuable. Alright, name Wizard.
Draw. Ooh. Oh.
Go.
Jeez. Okay.
I probably made a mistake last turn. Alright, play this.
Resolved.
Target you. Mostly I just want to see what's in his hand.
I should cast this card before I give him a chance to flush the charm or something. Oh.
It resolves. Well, you mean you should like main phase it? So I could Flusterstorm for 3 right now. But
Yeah.
it's actually tough on. I wasn't sure if I should keep the Flusterstorm or this other card, and I kind of made a snap decision without really talking it out or anything.
Kind of strange. Kind of. I don't know. I don't know what I should be doing. Good.
Alright. Take nothing. Walk.
Yep.
Yeah. He's up on resources slightly because he was on the draw, but. Alright. I'll play a Brainstorm.
I probably should let that resolve. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Flusterstorm.
Just Force of Will, really.
Oh, I meant, yeah. I was for some reason I didn't think you had another blue card, which is why I didn't even bother. But
No, my hand.
yeah, I know. This is kind of tough. Chance we just die next turn.
You don't just die to these cards.
No, I know, but you just Brainstormed. And
True.
You put 2 cards back, which means you probably hid something.
I hit some great ones. You'll never guess what they are. You probably could never guess what they are. Probably the 2 unlikeliest cards in my whole deck.
This is pretty hard, actually. Alright. Put these 2 back.
You casting something I need to worry about? You are. So you know it's top cards, so it's kind of tough for me not to force will this.
Alright, so you go 17.
18?
2 forces, no fetch?
Nope.
Oh. Okay. Sure.
Alright.
Go.
Oh, yeah, knows the top card. Do I care about him knowing the top card? If he leaves in counterbalance, it's probably a 1. So it could just be the swords. It also could be the terminus. If I just hit him for 2, what's that even do for me? I guess, no, I can't do that. Man. Could beat the swords or the terminus. How about sword's gonna get me anyway? Not bad. Well, what happened? What happened? You got to brainstorm, put stuff on top. If it was your only one. How much trouble am I in if it gets swords? I'm just kind of pecking away with stuff, and I have this happening again. Let's give it a shot. All right.
Yep, take 6, I'm at 9.
Okay, go.
I'll spin. Alright. There. Yeah. Probably need to do it like this. Alright. Draw. Go.
If I just hit him for 1, what does that do?
Kills me?
For me. I think I want to deploy these 2, and I think they want this to kind of die. Yeah, this is it. Okay.
Yeah, I had to wait there for his turn, otherwise the ink moth would have just killed me.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna snap brainstorm.
All right.
1, 2, 3. This is basically just digging me 1 card deeper for my top, so put these 2 back. Untap. Draw. Play top. Spin top.
Actually got a fresh card this time. See how good my fresh card is.
Alright, go.
Dang. Terminus lose both. You could block. Terminus has a blank card, and I have this. Don't think I want to pass. Okay.
Yeah, dead.
Okay.
Top 3 were lands. All right, here for game 4. We're going to try to put up a couple wins here, but it does not seem super likely. This hand is pretty good. We're definitely going to keep it, and we're pretty happy to be on the play.
Yeah, my hand's always great.
Top.
Clay Spookmeyer is such a great deck designer. Yep,
Cool.
there's those. I usually like to play Noble Hierarch on the draw, but my hand leads me to want to play that.
All right, we're going to play around days. Not going to spend top here on the main phase. We're going to go Swords of Plowshares.
Perfect. 21.
Here you go.
Jesus. Jeez. Well. There's so many plays I could be making. I know which one's right. I want to jam this. What if it gets torn up, though? Then I might whack with this for 2. And that could start something going on. Yeah. If it resolves, it's great. I mean, if it lives through this turn, it's great. If it doesn't, then I'm hitting it for 2. Then I'll probably go 2-2-6, hopefully, to win the game.
Yeah, we just have to let that resolve. Okay, sure. All right. Untap. Draw.
Try to go 2-2-6. Let's go and get ambitious and wait for me to activate this ink moth before he wear tears. That'd be wild.
All right, here you go.
Got this extra life from the Sword of Plowshares to play with.
Yeah, I played a Sylvan or two.
Barely even look at my cards.
Teamer Delver a long time ago, and whenever my Miracles opponent would Swords of Polish as my Tarmogoyf, I was like, ooh, it's like a card and a half off Sylvan Library.
Let me see here. I think I want some random distraction card. Go. I'm gonna control them out this game.
All right, I think we're gonna spin top.
Good.
And we'll do that.
My random distraction card has died.
All right, go.
Yeah, sure. 3 or 5. I mean.
Okay.
22.
That resolves.
I think I thought I had an extra land or something.
I'm at 0 poison, right?
Right.
Okay, that one resolves too. Alright, we'll try to force that pitch a click.
I'm going to. I'm not screwing this up, am I? I don't think I am. Alright, force that pitching Flusterstorm.
Alright, Red Blast. The Force of Will.
Force of Will that.
Alright, this is starting to get embarrassing. We're going to keep this hand. Hopefully we win. This hand looks good, but again, we probably can't beat a Sylvan Library.
I'm on 6. I have a hand that can win the game with just these 6 cards. Ooh, random distraction. I like it. Alright. Go.
Go, he said. Go.
I love random distractions. Get distracted.
Sure. Plow it.
All right.
Alright, we're going to fetch and try to play a counterbalance.
Okay.
Go. Resolve to counterbalance. Jeez. Have a shot now.
Yeah, true.
Alright, so I got 21-19, 0 poison.
Dang, I think I'm better off doing nothing this turn. Right. Think so. Dang, guess I gotta do nothing. Guess I kind of want to survive through. We have to crack his fetch if he wants to do something about this. All right, 1.
I'll just take it.
Go.
I do want to basically get a scry out of my fetch land with the counterbalance. Until I'm not a Miracles player, I kind of just keep snapping these cards to my hand instead of doing the miracle check. I'm very rusty when it comes to that. We'll say go.
Do I need this card? Probably not.
Yeah, he's only going to be able to shuffle away 1, so I think I'm fine just letting that resolve for now. There are more important things to fight over.
Okay. Bitch.
Alright, so 20-19.
Probably can't kill him, but I'm gonna try. Any blocks?
No blocks.
22.
That resolves.
25. Stop.
Stop.
Any blind flips or? Okay, let's get this right.
5 copies. I'm gonna do 2 here, 3 here. I'm not even doing this. What am I doing?
I don't know. I thought you were just holding information from me.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm holding information from you. You know, not just blind flipping off and hitting that vines of ass. I'm gonna peek. No, I'm not.
Okay, so what's
Play
up?
it straight. People forget counterbalance triggers all the time.
So this is resolve, and this is for 5 targeting. What'd you say?
2 here, 3 here. It doesn't matter. You don't have 2 extra mana.
Dang. Okay, I guess all of my copies on on the flush. Wait, I don't think that works. I don't think this works.
You have to target copies. So you have 6, and you have 6 copies. I have 5 copies. I have no idea how it works. I've never tried. I don't even.
You said 2 and 3, right?
Yeah, there's 2 here and 3 here.
I might not be able to do anything.
Well, actually, you can do the 3 that are targeting this. You could put.
I have to put 2 on each.
Yeah, so that doesn't actually save you. So I think you actually can't cast your Flusterstorm.
Maybe that just happens. So much mana open. So I can put 3 on each of this. That doesn't do anything.
Yeah, because this is still gonna eat that.
I can pay for a copy. That doesn't do anything either. Okay, I guess you get me.
All right, didn't even need the blind flip counterbalance.
What, I gained 5?
Yeah, you do gain 5 life.
Okay, go.
I don't even want to look at this card. Kill me. Is this how people feel when they miss counterbalance triggers in real life? I think so. All right, go. Tilt.
Okay, go.
Trigger.
Sure. All right, go.
Hold on. Brainstorm.
Sure.
I don't know you have the Flusterstorm for whatever it's worth.
You don't have 2 in your hand?
I could have Brainstorm put a 2 back too. See, I'm just the worst. Cheese and rice. All right. Got lucky. All right, it resolves.
Oh, it's torn. Great, go.
Yep.
Well, Flusterstorm it with whatever copies, 4 of them, I guess.
Sure. Go. Yeah. This is not how you play Miracles, kids at home. Yep. Take it.
Go.
Attack.
Ow. Am I at 24? All right.
You're 22 now or 24 now?
24. I gained. Oh, that fetch one. That fetch I did.
You fetched. You have not forced.
Damn it, 23.
You gained 1 from this off the plow and 5 from this. So you've gained 6 total.
I was at 25 then.
All right, so 25. So you're 23.
Yeah.
All right. Target you.
Okay.
You can keep that block.
Go. Go.
Probably shouldn't block, but wanted to block. Sometimes you just gotta block.
He's ticking me with a berserk in my hand. Just as I feared would happen.
All right, attack. Here you go.
I think maybe if I Flusterstorm the swords, I'd have been in better shape. Because then he Flusterstorms something. Yeah, I guess that was the most important spell, so I should have just Flusterstormed the swords.
Oh, yeah.
What's up? Okay. Go. Oh.
Go. Ooh, brainstorm.
Good.
1, 2, 3. Guess we'll put back these 2. Counter that. Attack.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and fetch this, shuffle, and say go.
Go. I could be berserking as a Snapcaster Mage, but my card's more valuable, I think.
Attack. Ponder.
Whatever.
I think I'm just going to shuffle. I could take this Pithy Needle and just cast it and name Inkmoth, but 2 of them are already gone. That's basically the only card I want to name.
I bet our viewers are checked out by now.
Yeah.
I'm pretty checked out.
A long time ago. Yeah.
Just Joe Lissette cackling about this game. That's about it.
Yeah, oh man, Todd's so bad. You right, Joe. Cavern Wizard, go.
Did you attack me that turn?
I did.
I'm at 13, I don't remember.
What's he at? Sure, he's at 15. Missed it.
Okay, go.
End of turn, click you.
Good.
Alright, keep it, I guess. I don't know. Bang.
10.
Go. Sure.
Okay, go. Oh, alright.
Hush you. Attack you.
Okay, 5.
Go.
Dead.
Yay! Can I just want to go home.
Flusterstorm Wars are complicated.
Yeah, I actually think we both forgot that you could have just Flusterstormed the Swords of Plowshares.
Yeah.
I mean, I still would have taken 5, but you still would have kept your Inkmoth around, and that was pretty huge.
Yeah, I was thinking my Flusterstorm beats yours, but it just doesn't. It's very tough to play against open mana. You basically got to put that many copies in front of every spell that's on the stack for each land he has.
Well, yeah, if my Flusterstorm taps me out, your Flusterstorm can just counter all of mine plus another thing. But if I have open mana, it gets way trickier and harder to do. So, I don't know. All I know is that I am embarrassed. I apologize for that. Both for me probably messing up 400 times in that video, maybe more. Who knows?
Yeah, the matchup is favorable for Infect. I just draw Sylvan Library a lot. Yeah, that's kind of it. I won a lot of the games with a card extra in my hand, but that was mostly due to Sylvan Library. After board, he slims down his deck a little bit more, has more Red Elemental Blasts and Saucer Storms, all cheap interaction instead of clunky 4s, and the matchup gets closer. He doesn't have anything like Is a Staticaster, which is one of the best cards they could have. Other options are like Peacekeeper. I wouldn't lean on Moat. You saw Todd not even bringing in. It's pretty bad against Daze, Spell Pierce, and Inkmoth Nexus, so it's not really worth it. But continual sources of damage, like the Is a Staticaster, or even something like a Monster Mentor, will put enough pressure on me where I have to act. Like, a lot of times you can see me sculpt my hand, but if you have some pressure or continual social removal, I think that's key.
Yeah, I probably sideboarded incorrectly too for the matchup. I think if I'm turning my deck into this just 1-for-1 hardcore deck, then I think my best route to victory is not Vendilion Click. It's probably just Jace. And I know from the Infect side, like, I'm usually surprised when they leave in Jace against me because I have Daze and because I have Spell Pierce, but their goal is to make the game go long, and they're going to run out of resources if they don't have something like Jace to actually keep you in check. Because like that game, the game 5 there where I had Counterbalance and like 4 cards in hand, if you play a thing that I don't get to counterbalance, I have to force, and then I just had like 2 dead cards in hand after that. So I don't know. I think I sideboarded incorrectly, missed so much stuff, and got destroyed. So I think I'm just done.
Yeah, so your card advantage is Counterbalance and Snapcaster Mage, where all I have is, well, I have Sylvan Library, but also have this, what do you call it, pseudo card advantage or something, because I have a lower land count and my lands do stuff, my Inkmoths do stuff. So yeah, you need some kind of source.
Yeah.
Probably Jace.
All right, guys. Well, there should be some more Legacy versus videos later this week. We're also going to Worcester
Yep.
Worcester on Saturday for the Legacy Open. It's going to be 15 rounds of Swiss. Coverage brought to you by Andrew Boswell and Chris Van Meter. Should be a ton of fun. You going?
Yeah, I'll be there. I'm going to probably play everything for the rest of the season, and especially like the Legacy events.
You going to play Infect?
Yeah, why not? It's the best deck.
Looks great. Clay Spiegelmeyer won the Grand Prix with it. Should be a good time. All right, guys. Well, that's going to be all for me and Tom today. Once again, I apologize for how terrible I am at Miracles and Magic, I guess. But, yeah, see you later.
Bye.